Hey guys, it's Christian with Cornerstone Equipment. Behind me, I have the all-new 2025 New Holland E70D that was just released. It's one of 3 excavators that will be released this year. We're gonna do a little bit of a walk around, dive into some specs and some of the new features on this excavator. So let's dig in. First thing I want to do is talk about the boom on this machine. You can see here we have 3 auxiliary circuits, and one of them being a high flow line. You can order these machines with a mulcher provision, which with the click of a button in the cab you can switch to high flow auxiliary and run a mulcher. You could also order a cage for the front and the top of the machine if you are doing a mulching application. But having 3 auxiliary lines is very exciting. You can use attachments like a swivel coupler with ease. You don't have to use any diverter valves or anything. You hook straight up, you can use all your functions. Also, every machine is equipped with a quick coupler provision. So if you add a quick coupler in the future or after the fact, you already be plumb for it and you can add one with ease. Now, to move over to the dozer blade, this is a standard dozer blade on here, but you could also add a 6-way dozer blade that has a blade float function from inside the cab. As far as track options go on this machine, you can get it in the standard rubber track configuration like this one, or you can order it in steel track, or you can get it in steel track with rubber pads. Depending on your application, we have whatever you need. As far as serviceability goes on this machine, if you need to get to any of the major components, there's 2 bolts you loosen, and this whole cab tilts forward like a skid steer. It's really nice. I want to show you here in this back panel, there's a pretty cool tool in here. If you're out in the field and your nozzle won't fit where your fuel goes, you got a pump built in. Turn it on, you can fill out of a 5-gallon bucket if you want to. Pretty cool. And then over here on this side, I want to show you this panel too. This will just get you to your battery. You got a battery disconnect. It gets you to one of your fuel filters. You get a primer if you run out of fuel. Just really easy to get to. And then, like I said, you can tilt this whole cab forward to get full access to this machine. As far as the size of this cab goes, I'm 6'2", 240. I might be lying about a couple pounds, but it is very comfortable. You got an air ride suspension seat. You can slide. There is a heat option on this seat as well, like the skid steers. And I want to show you my favorite feature. You can slide this bottom glass up into the main door, and then you can slide it up, and now you got a full open cab here. And these windows open as well, so you can have a lot of airflow running into this machine in those hot summer months. All right, so this is the LCD screen on this machine. We're almost out of fuel here, but you can see there's a backup camera, so visibility around here is really, really good. But I wanted to show you something. So here you can see where this says SCD. You can switch this mode. So if you want more dig force, you can switch it to power. You got IND, which is individual mode, so you can go in. This machine is electric over hydraulic, so you can customize where you want your power going. You got eco mode, so it's not going to use as much power. A lot of if you got just doing standard stuff, you can put it in standard mode. But I also want to show you this. So if you got this little keypad here, I can click here, and this is what controls the screen. So let's say I go to the menu here, I go to equipment, I can go and select an attachment. So all these, so if I'm going to run a hammer, this has already preset hydraulic flow for a hammer, tilting bucket, a thumb, a clamp, and then down here we got our mulcher. But you can add on here too. So the possibility is endless. You can adjust your sensitivity. You can adjust, just everything. Electric over hydraulic is next level on here. So what's also nice, and this is some next level stuff, not everyone has this. So what's going to be an option on these, I don't know how much yet, I'm very excited, is you're going to be able to drive with this stick. So with a press of a button, you can switch to a different drive mode. You don't have to use these at all. You can drive with this just like a skid steer. And then you can also, I got to try out a machine out in Italy, but you can control your boom and everything on one. It was very hard, but it was really nice to be able to just hit that switch, drive, so I don't have to mess with these. I hate bending over to use these or use my feet. It's so much nicer to be able to drive with this. And then when I got to where I was going, where I wanted to dig, press that button, and then boom, I'm back to my normal SAE controls or however you like it. So this feature is going to be huge. I'm very excited about it, and I think everyone's going to love it. Another thing I didn't want to miss about this machine was the LED lights. There is a light on almost every corner of this machine, and you also have a port for an external light on top of the cab, which could be a beacon light, but you could also retrofit into another light bar. But you even got a light up inside the hood too, so you can see right in front of you. Just a lot of lights. You don't have to worry about not seeing anything in the dark. Beautiful thing about this machine is it has Rex Roth hydraulics. It's powered by a 60 horsepower Kubota engine, which is actually bigger for its class. A lot of machines in this class are around 55 horsepower. And honestly, this machine comes in right a little over 16,000 pounds. And the reach, the dig depth on this thing is just a little bit over 13 foot. So size-wise, it's almost in its own class. When I was doing the research on this machine, the only machine I could see that was close to this size was a Cat 306. So there's not a lot in this range, so this is kind of a good filler machine. So thanks again for watching another one of our videos. Big takeaway on this, we got a brand new model, actually 3 brand new models. We'll introduce the others on some other videos. We have 3 brand new models, an EH control machine that's fully customizable to your liking, that can run pretty much any excavator attachment that you need it to, that's got the comfortability with an air ride suspension seat, adjustable armrest, you got a radio, AC, heat, you got the door that I've never seen before until now. That's you get the whole side up. Just so many features packed in this machine. But if you're interested, we have 1 of 5 right now. Come and see us. We're at 3545 Dixie Highway in Dry Ridge, Kentucky. And if you have any questions at all, just give us a call at our store, 859-359-0148. Thanks again for tuning in. A little slower than I wanted it to be.